For years, Emily lived in the small town of Ravenwood, a place where everyone knew everyone, but no one truly knew each other. The town was quiet, almost too quiet. Its dark woods stood like silent sentinels, hiding secrets in their shadows. Emily had always felt an odd pull toward the woods. She would often wander the edge, hearing whispers of forgotten stories. But it wasn't until that fateful day that everything changed. One afternoon, Emily's best friend, Sarah, had gone missing. The town searched high and low, but there was no trace of her. Then, Emily stumbled across an old journal buried beneath the roots of a massive oak tree deep in the forest. It belonged to a woman named Isabella, someone Emily had never heard of before. The journal spoke of a grudge, a curse bound by hatred and betrayal. Isabella had been wronged by someone she trusted, and her anger had become a dark force, seeping into the earth, poisoning it. Emily felt a chill run through her as she read Isabella's final entry, *, the grudge will never rest until vengeance is served. At first, Emily thought little of it. But soon, strange things began happening. She'd hear footsteps behind her, see fleeting shadows at the corner of her vision. And then, Sarah's body was found, deep in the woods, with no explanation. Her face was twisted in terror. Emily couldn't shake the feeling that the curse was real, that something far older than she could understand was at play. The grudge was alive, and it wanted more. Emily started to feel eyes on her constantly, as if the forest itself was watching her. One evening, she found herself standing at the old oak tree, its gnarled branches stretching high above her like skeletal arms. The air was thick with the smell of earth and decay. The journal had mentioned this tree, this was where the curse had been sealed. With trembling hands, Emily touched the tree. A coldness seeped into her skin, and a whisper filled her ears, *, it's not over. Suddenly, a vision flooded her mind, Isabella, her face contorted with rage, pointing accusingly at Emily. In that moment, Emily realized the grudge wasn't just about betrayal, it was about vengeance, a never-ending cycle. Isabella's spirit had been trapped, unable to rest until someone paid the price for her pain. And now, Emily was that someone. As the wind howled around her, Emily's heart pounded. The curse was closing in, the weight of the grudge unbearable. She had a choice, try to break the curse or become another soul consumed by it. Desperate, Emily began to dig around the tree. Hours passed, and finally, her hand struck something hard, an old, rusted chest. Inside, there was a small, tarnished amulet. As soon as Emily touched it, the ground trembled, and the whispering voices stopped. Suddenly, the forest fell silent. Isabella's spirit appeared before her, not as a shadow, but as a woman. Her face was no longer twisted in anger, but filled with sadness. "You freed me," she whispered. "The grudge can now rest." With that, the spirit vanished, and the curse lifted. The woods returned to their peaceful stillness, as though nothing had ever happened. But Emily knew better. The past never truly lets go. And the grudge, while broken, had left its mark on her forever.